yeah, I know last video I said I wasn't gonna be going for a whole month again. Hi guys, it's your girl Patrice and I'm back with another video. I know. Last video I said I would not be going for a whole month, but your girl got a life, you know? Your girl is a mom. Your girl has a full-time job. I bet she works 10 hours a day. Like, I be exhausted when I get home from work. It's not that I don't want to get up and record. It's just like, life just gets in the way. And then once again, like in my last video, I stated that I still had a whole other section to launch for Miami Carnival, and it's finally launched. So now I have like some free time. So now I realize that I'm gonna make my uploading days on the weekends because that's the time that I have more free time that I could create looks and give you guys. So I'm going to be posting more on the weekends now, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that I post every week so I don't neglect you guys. As you can see from my title, that I'm going to be reviewing and swatching and showing you how I came up with this look using the most controversial palette for 2017, the Subculture palette. Me personally, I love this palette. I love the colors of this palette. I think the direction that they went with this palette was different. I think they just wanted to put like a different combination of colors together, and they did achieve that. I feel like a lot of people are just like jumping on the bandwagon, that they see a couple people giving a negative review and they just decided, okay, I'm gonna give a negative, because I ordered my palette the day that it dropped, which was July 25th, and I ordered 2 palettes that very same day, and my palette is fine. Like, as if you, when you continue to watch my video, you would see that I'm showing you how I dipped my brush in my palette. Like, I'm not saying that there isn't any fallout. Yes, there is fallout, but my palette does not have as much fallout as some of these palettes. I've seen people like just like pressing it into the thing. If you have been paying attention to like Norvina, which is one of the reps for Anastasia Beverly Hills on Twitter, you would see that she said it's a soft pressed eyeshadow, which means it's pressed a bit softer, so it's going to have a bit more fallout. But the color payoff for this palette is amazing. Like, there's no doubt that the colors are amazing, and I feel like it's all about your application and your preference. I'm not saying that some people did not get a bad palette. I'm not saying that some people's palette is just like shitty, but I think that some people are just over exaggerating it. And Anastasia has an amazing return policy, so if you don't like it, or you feel like you got a bad palette or a defective palette, return it, get your money back, or get another one, something. But you know, I just feel like everyone is just blowing it out of proportion because people are being bullied on the internet over a palette. It's makeup. Like, we understand that we take makeup seriously, but regardless of what, it's just makeup, and it's not fair for you to attack YouTubers for giving their honest opinion on something. Some people said that theirs weren't blending. As you can see, mine's blended really well. I absolutely love this look. Right now, I'm super late for a baby shower because I wanted to do this review, and I already had in my head with my outfit that my look would come from this palette. And these are the colors. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen these colors a million times on YouTube, but it's here for the first time on my channel. So these colors are beautiful. They're highly pigmented. So if you are going to use this palette, I would suggest that you don't just dip your brush. Like, it's just like if you use the Morphe 35O, any highly pigmented palette, a little goes a long way. You use a little and then you build it up until you get the desired look that you want. As you can see, I'm going to swatch the palette, some of the colors for you. Like, they're very, very pigmented. Like, I'm going to swatch. Like, if you feel the shadows when you're swatching it, like, it's super soft and buttery. So this is going to be Axis. Then I'm going to swatch Rowdy. It's so soft. Like, you don't even need a lot on your fingers because it's highly pigmented. Look at that. I'm going to swatch Untamed. Look at Untamed on this finger. That's Untamed. And I'm like barely barely touching the colors. I'm gonna swatch All Star. I didn't put a lot of product on my hand there. That's All Star. Swatch Destiny. This is Destiny on my finger. I have Destiny on my eyes right now. The colors are highly pigmented. This is Electric here on the end. This is Destiny, Axis, Rowdy, Untamed, and All Star. But now that I've made my intro so goddamn long, I forgot to tell you guys that I'm also hosting a giveaway on my channel, giving away a brand new Subculture palette to one of my lucky subscribers. If you would like to hear the details of my giveaway, you have to watch the video all the way to the end, guys. So don't think you're just gonna come here and you're just going to watch the video just to see how you're going to get the palette. I want to give this to one of my subscribers, and all the rules of the giveaway would be at the end of the video. So now that I've already yapped your ear off in the beginning of the video, if you would like to see how I came up with this look and how I feel about this palette, keep on watching, guys. See you later. As you can see, I look crazy right now. I have my brows done, and I already primed my eyes with the Ambrosia Cosmetics IFX primer. And today I'm going to do a halo eye. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the color Edge. I'm going to take Edge, and I'm going to use that as my crease color, or as my transition color, sorry. I know I said I wasn't going to be gone for long the last time, but your girl has been super busy lately. And as you can see from my application here, like, I can show you, I'm dipping it in here. Like, it's a very pigmented palette, so you don't need to be like dipping your brush like heavily in there like I've been seeing a lot of people doing. I literally just lightly dip my brush in there, and you see how much pigment it is? Knock that off, and I continue blending. I don't know if I'm like one of the few people who got a good palette. I don't know. I just know that I saw this. I didn't even know about this palette until my cousin sent me the palette on Instagram. And when I saw the colors, I immediately fell in love with it. And I ordered the palette the day that it came out. So what I have been doing that seems to work for me, like I do with every other highly pigmented shadow or palette, sorry, that I've worked with, I take a little at a time to blend out the shadows so I could get the desired look. And for me, it's not skipping, it's not oxidizing. Like, if you think about the color mustard has like a little bit of brown in there somewhere, if you really think about it. So the fact that everybody is complaining that mustard has like a brownish tint to it is mind-boggling to me, because have you ever seen like the mustard color for clothes? It looks like it has like a little bit of brown in there. But like I said, I'm applying the color and I'm just building it up to what I want. And as you can see, it's applying smoothly. And I'm just taking a little at a time. And this brush that I'm using is the brush that comes with the palette. Like, if you can see, like, I'm using the palette, and you see how much fallout I have there. Like, I'm literally dipping mine in there, and it's not that much fallout. So I guess I got lucky, I guess you could say, that I got one of the good ones. Now I think I'm going to take Destiny, that's up here, and I'm going to use that color and put it right underneath where I applied edge. I'm going to a baby shower and I have like this really pretty cardigan that I bought from H&M today. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. I saw it and I just had to get it. And if you're like me, when you go in stores like H&M, it doesn't, it's like you go in there, you say you're getting one thing. I went in there for one thing to go to the baby shower. I end up coming out with a whole outfit. So like I said, with this palette, what I do is, like with every palette that I work with, I take a little at a time and blend that out before I add more product. The one thing that I would say, because it's so pigmented, if you take like a whole bunch and you put it on your brush, it is going to be a bit harder to blend out. And see how much I'm taking on my brush? Then I'm going to knock that off. And mine is not even like, I've seen some YouTubers like, they like knocked their brush and it was like someone squeezed the baby powder everywhere. Like, I didn't understand what was going on with theirs. And I mean, I think I do believe that some people probably just got a bad palette. And the good thing is Anastasia is willing to refund anyone that had a bad palette. But I think that after a while, I think a lot of people were just jumping on the bandwagon because they saw one big YouTuber say that they got a bad palette. So everyone just started jumping on there before they even used it to form their own opinion. And everybody knows people love controversy. And I'm not saying that Alyssa Ashley was just doing it for views. I honestly believe, like, she's a YouTuber that I love, and I honestly believe that probably her palette, she probably got a bad palette or whatever the case is, or however you want to call it. I do believe that happened to her. I don't think she's going to sit there and lie about it. And then everybody was like, people were attacking her for giving her opinion. And then I've also seen YouTubers like myself who got a palette that worked for them. They were able to blend the shadows. They were able to do everything that they were supposed to do with the shadow, and it worked. So I think honestly, you have to use the palette and see how it works for you, because you know how well you can work with a product. You see, it's blending out just the way I wanted it to. And then I'm just going over the edges with the color edge. And you see the green, like it's not muddy, it's not skipping. To deepen up the inner and outer corners, I'm going to take Axis, which is right here. I'm going to show you how I'm dipping my brush. See, I'm just taking one swatch like that. And I'm going to lightly apply that to my eyes, because like I said, these shadows are very pigmented, so you have to take your time when working with these shadows so that you don't give yourself raccoon eyes. And this is to give the eye some depth. Take a little bit more. Because like I did say, I'm going to do a halo. See how easy that's been. I don't know if you guys can see like how easy that you can see. Like, I'm not just saying this because I'm looking for attention. Like, my shadow is going on like butter. And my cousin has been waiting for me to post this video so she knows if to go buy it or not. So, and I told her how I felt about it, but I guess she wanted to see me demo the palette, so now you know. Because I love these colors. I think this is a beautiful fall palette. Like, I can't wait for it to get a little bit colder. Go over with Destiny and blend that out. And you see my shadows don't look muddy. You see the shades of green in there. It's just that some shadows are just not meant to be mixed. I mean, like, if you look at the variety of the colors, some of them are just not meant to be blended together. I know some people just may want to just get artistic and use certain things, but certain colors are just not meant to be mixed. It's just like if you're using paint and you mix certain colors together, they're just gonna look muddy. So I think you just have to know how to work and know what to blend with this palette. And these greens are not meant to be mixed with like the new waves and stuff, because then it starts looking weird. It gives you like a really, it's going to give you a really nasty doo-doo brown looking green. Doo-doo brown looking brown, and that's not cool on the eye. See, blended that. I am going to take my flat concealer brush and my Ambrosia Cosmetics primer, and I'm going to put this in the middle of the lid, because like I stated, I'm going to be doing a halo eye, because this is very, very thick. I only took a little on the brush, as you can see, and I'm just going to put that in the center of my lid. And I'm going to take the color Electric, which is like, it's a goldish with like yellow kind of greenish reflectors in there. I'm horrible at describing colors, but I'm going to take the color Electric, and I'm going to put that right there where I put that primer, and I'm going to pat that color on. A lot of people have been saying that they don't feel like Electric is very pigmented. Electric does what I want it to do. You see, like, look, I'm putting, everybody keeps saying that theirs has a lot of fall. Look, I'm rubbing this. I don't know if it's because my brush is wet or what. I'm gonna keep mine and I'm gonna use it, and I'm just gonna go over the edges of that in the top, and so you don't see that harsh line right there. Just gonna blend that in. See that? Okay, finished my eyes, did my liner, applied my lashes, and my foundation routine is basically the same. So I'm just going to speed through this. Okay guys, that's it for my look. As you guys can see, I absolutely love how this look came up. I am in love with the Subculture palette. I love the colors in this palette, and because I love this palette so much, I'm giving away one to one of my subscribers. The rules of my giveaway are: you must be subscribed to my channel. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you must be following me on all my socials, which means you must be following me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. I will have the handles so that down in the description box below, so that you guys could go follow me there. And you guys must comment a green heart. Since my look for this Subculture palette is green, yes, you guys must comment a green heart. You're only allowed to enter the giveaway one time. So all you need is one entry to enter the giveaway. Anybody that enters more than once is going to be disqualified. The giveaway would officially close off on Wednesday. So you guys have until Wednesday to comment green heart so that you could win you one of these beautiful Subculture. So good luck to everyone, and don't forget to follow me on all my social media. And until next time, guys, bye. Mwah.